Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name once again is Celestial C888, and today we will be using the Mystic Fae Tarot deck once again for your reading. Now before we begin, I'd like to thank everybody who has already liked, shared, subscribed, commented to my videos so far. And if you haven't already, please at this time subscribe, hit those notification buttons, comment, let me know how the readings are doing for you with your life, what has resonated, what hasn't resonated. I love to hear from the community as this channel grows. And now without further ado, let us begin. All right, Gemini, these are your cards, and this is your general reading for the first full week of September. That is September 4th through September 10th, 2022. Now, first impressions that I'm getting for you, Geminis, for this week's is that you are having an ending of sorts with a person. Now, this might, or, even like just a job. Like this could, again, this is a general reading, so it can apply to any aspect of your life, but something in your life has come to its natural conclusion. So it could be a relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a business partnership, maybe, it could even just be a job, or it could be like a field of study that you were hoping to study, but it's come to its natural conclusion. Because let's start off with your first card, the Knight of Pentacles. I definitely feel, Gemini, that you put in a lot of time and dedication to whatever the situation is. Again, I feel for the collective Geminis, it might really be just like a romantic relationship ending, or even just a friendship ending. It could be either one, but you put in a lot of time and dedication. You were this Knight of Pentacles. You were dedicated to this person for quite a bit, but like I said before, it's come to its end, because you also have this Five of Cups card here, and the Five of Cups is definitely shows up in a reading when a relationship has ended of some sorts. Again, it could be different for different people. We're all on different journeys, and if this doesn't feel like it resonates, you can always check for your sun, moon, or rising sign. But for the collective Geminis, relationship has come to an end. It's not easy. It's very painful. For some of you, again, it could be like a relationship in a different sense, like maybe a work relationship, a business relationship. Something has come to an end, and I'm guessing for a good amount of you, it wasn't expected. But at the same time, I feel as if deep down you know that it was expected, and on some level, because you also have this Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands, I want to say for you guys, this week particularly, you've been arguing back and forth with this person, or maybe even multiple people, depending on who's watching this, whatever aspect it applies for. You've been arguing back and forth and trying to come to like an agreement on like how to pursue things, how everything should be, but you've never gotten a resolution at all. For some of you Geminis in the collective, like nothing's been settled. It's just been this back and forth. So in a sense, like I said, the ending of this relationship isn't unexpected, but it's still very painful, because you put in a lot of work and dedication with this Knight of Pentacles like energy. You've put in a lot of work and dedication to it for it to just end. You still didn't want it to end, but it is ending, and there was a lot of argument going back and forth. So that's something that you have to keep in mind, because again, I feel as if whatever it is that is ending for you, Gemini, whatever it is that's come to its natural conclusion, it was a teaching moment for you, because you have the Priest here. And I definitely believe that, for some of you out there in the collective, this was supposed to be like a teaching moment for you guys. Maybe you thought this would work out, but it wasn't never gonna work out, and you just were blind to it. But the Priest is here to say, like, this is a teaching moment for you guys as a collective Gemini. And again, this doesn't have to apply to everybody, but for the collective Geminis out there, this was supposed to be a teaching moment. So like, hopefully you're learning the lesson and understanding how to move forward. Because I definitely feel, especially for those of you who maybe this was a romantic relationship of some sort, or maybe you were in love with the idea of being in love with this Knight of Cups, because that is what the Knight of Cups energy is. It's just in love with the idea of being in love, but like not actually in love or anything. So, you know, again, this might not necessarily for you have to do with a relationship. Maybe you were in love with the idea of becoming something career wise, but you didn't but you were taking classes and everything, and you didn't actually like what you were learning. You didn't actually care for it, but you were so busy being in love with the idea of like becoming this thing that you just like, so like letting yourself suffer through it, letting yourself go through a back and forth argument with yourself about, you know, what it is you need, because you were just so fixated on this general idea of how it was supposed to be. And again, the same thing can be applied if it is a romantic relationship or even just a friendship. Maybe you were in love with the idea of this relationship working, whether it's friendship, whether it's romantic. Like you were in love with the idea of it working out, even though, you know, you guys didn't really get along. You guys really weren't compatible that way. You know, you guys could only spend like a time together every once in a while, but not really a lot of the time. I definitely feel as if for this week, for you Geminis in the collective, you're getting to understand, you're learning with the priest energy that, yeah, this wasn't actually necessarily good. Again, it's going to be painful because you have this Five of Cups card, and with the Five of Cups comes pain. This isn't going to be like an easy thing to deal with. But again, I said, there's been some argument back and forth. You kind of know it on some level that it was coming down, because lastly, you have the Tower card. And when the Tower card comes into your reading, it just means that something in your life is coming down. A pillar's coming down, and it needs to come down so that something better can be built in its place, more sturdy can be built in its place. Gemini, I definitely feel for you Geminis in the collective, this needed to happen. This teaching moment needed to exist for you so that you can know, you know, what it is that you want for yourself in the future to come. Again, if this applies to like career wise or like a field that you're studying, if it applies to relationships in terms of friendships, business partnerships, you know, romantic relationships, this is the time to learn, you know, what it is you're actually looking for in whatever aspect this reading applies to. All right, Gemini, that is your reading for the week. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever needs to be done to help the channel grow. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.